guys, so in this video, we are going to review Notion's product launch page of their newest product, the Notion Calendar. So I've read that this product has been long requested by Notion's most loyal users. And interestingly, most of the reviews were mixed. Some were impressed, others were not totally amazed by Notion Calendar. But in this video, I'm just going to review the product launch page itself and not really the features. I'm going to go through the whole page and then I'm going to discuss the content strategy that they used and if it's good or if it has hits and misses. So let's start. Before anything else, the target audience of this page is primarily the existing users of Notion and not really the new users of Notion. So can still cater to someone who is totally new to Notion. But for existing users, you really have to understand how Notion calendar works and why is it worth using because this has been a long requested product as I mentioned. So the page and its content strategy has to communicate or fill their emotional or informational need. So first, we have here our hero section. It has this punchy short headline that says it's time. It's very magnetic, if I could describe it, because it's only 2 words, but it really says a lot. So when you are writing headlines for hero section, you're really talking about the concept, the bigger picture concept of this product. So it's okay to not really go specific as some content strategists would advise. So some of them would advise that, hey, you need to be really specific with what your tool says right off the bat in the hero section. But I would disagree because the headline is what reels you in, even though you're dying to know how the tool works. It's supposed to reel you in. It's supposed to catch your attention. So you have to strike that balance between relevance and creativity. So Notion did a good job with that. It reeled me in by saying that it's time. It's really short, punchy, and very magnetic. And then here in the body copy, it says, all of your commitments now in one place. Make the beautifully designed, fully integrated calendar for your work and life. Yet Notion calendar free. So it does a pretty good job of explaining or like making you feel excited that you have this fully integrated calendar that you can use for professional and personal use. But here in the first sentence, I think it's just kind of vague because when you say commitment, it can mean different things, can mean relationships, business, commitment, or personal commitment. I just think that, they can use another specific word instead of commitment. But here in the button label, they did a pretty good job. So most of button labels and SaaS pages use title cases in their button labels. From what I observed with Notion, they actually use sentence cases and they just capitalize when they're describing a product or a feature name. So as you can see here, Notion calendar is in title case and the rest, as you can see, get Notion calendar free is its sentence piece. So there you have it. The hero section is a pretty magnetic. It has a pretty magnetic vibe. It reels you in with its short headline, and then it makes you feel excited. It makes you want to know more with its body copy. So it did a pretty good job. And how about their strategy of putting a video or a demo of the calendar here? So for me, it's a very good strategy since, you're making the user feel excited about what Notion Calendar can do. So now it's time to show it to them. So now it's time to showcase the product's capability through a video. So if you're creating a product launch page, it's a good strategy to have that captivating hero section because it's a new product. So you have to make them feel excited with what you're launching. And then now it's time to show what it can do through a video or a GIF, maybe. And then here in the next section, it talks about the features or what it can do. So I'm assuming that, these are the most important features that the Notion calendar has, since if the user opts to skip this video and scroll continuously, they can see that, oh, this is what Notion calendar can do. Because as you know, if you've been an experienced content designer or a copywriter, users don't really read everything in a page, so they just tend to skim. So as they scroll, it helps for them to itemize the information that they can see. So their strategy of dividing the features and then putting them here in this block of cards or column of cards is really helpful. So they did a pretty good job of writing the copy in these features because they use verbs, which helps lighten the burden of processing what Notion calendar can do. So if they didn't use verbs, you would be left wondering, okay, so what can I do? So you have to front load the most important information. So you have to use verbs in the first two words of the sentence. So they did a pretty good job with it. But yeah, that's just textbook copywriting for SaaS landing pages. So you have to remember that you need to use verbs in the first words when describing the features or the capabilities of a product. As you can see here in the headline, they use the subject first and then describe it. They describe it. So time management simplified. They can do that. It's okay because it's a headline. But when you're describing the features, you have to use actionable words. So you use verbs in the first two words. So moving forward, more important features that the users can enjoy. So I read that it's really important for Notion users to really use a calendar that is fully integrated with your Notion workspace so that they can see in a calendar view what they have been planning to do in that particular period of time. So there you have it. If they planned these events or tasks in their Notion workspace, so they can really see that in the Notion calendar. So that gives them the satisfaction of, having everything in sync and just streamlined. Okay, that's a pretty good section. And then here, work in life, playing nice. So I like this headline because it says that, your work and life events, they don't have to be like separate, or you don't have to, you know, divide everything and just compartmentalize everything. Telling the users that work and life playing nice, it's just put an image of collaboration and organization in the user's head. So there you have it. They chose not to put images here, which is okay. So as you can see, the most urgent information is placed here at the top of the hierarchy of the page. As for integrations and the call to actions, they are here at the bottom of the page. The call to action section, by the way, I like it because right away it gives the users option to download, or the user is informed where they can download Notion Calendar. So there you have it. That's the content strategy of Notion's product launch page. So next time when you launch a product, you can take a clue from Notion and how they reel in the user or the interested person through their copy and their overall content strategy. So there you have it. If you would like me to review your favorite products or other landing pages in SaaS, don't hesitate to mention them in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe and give me a thumbs up. I hope you enjoyed my review. Bye.